morning, guys. It is day one. Actually, it's only one day. I'm walking from Muxía to Fisterra. It's gonna be my last day of this trip after doing the Camino Portuguese, del Norte, the Inglés, and now this. Yesterday, after reaching Santiago, I got on a bus and I headed over to Muxía. I got here at 6:30, went to the albergue. Very, very nice albergue, very modern, private. And they even had soup for us, free of charge. So that was my dinner with a Coke. And went out to see the sunset by the church. It was so windy I couldn't fly the drone, but I did so this morning. Woke up super late, trying to avoid the wind as much as possible, and leaving town at 9:30 after having breakfast at a cafe. I went for coffee, eggs, ham, toast. I mean, royalty, man. And heading out of town right now, and it's gonna be a gorgeous day ahead. Was that a beautiful beach or what? Right now I'm saying goodbye to the ocean. What? Nah, only for a little bit. We're going just a little bit behind the mountain because there's a split on the road. I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's a trail that's about 100 kilometers or so. I'll put up the number right here. Yeah, that long. And it trails the coast the entire way, but it goes through some very rugged terrain. I was thinking of doing the section from Muxía to Fisterra, but after talking to the owner of the albergue last night, he told me that I would be crazy to do that because it is over 40 kilometers long and through the most rugged terrain that I could possibly walk through. It's just going up and down, up over the mountain, all the way down to sea level, and you do that like 6 times. So I'm following the actual via to Fisterra, you might say. And we started climbing. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a little bit out of breath. It's been mostly on the road, which, you know, I'm sure we're about to dish it some sooner or later, just as we get closer to that mountain. Hey. Yes, I'm still climbing, but at least I'm out into the countryside, in the mountains. I can see the windmills in the distance, the birds chipping away. Just walk by a sleeping town with a few herreros. I feel like I'm back on El Camino. You know, I like to end all my caminos here in Fisterra, not only because it is the end of the world, but because the place has something special. I don't know what it is, but when you see the ocean for the first time, especially if you've been walking, let's say on the Frances, and you've been inland for like 30 days, the first time that you see the ocean, you know where you are. Well, isn't this place just magical? And now it is also a two-way street, because I'm starting to notice all the people that left Fisterra and are heading to Moxia. We're crisscrossing each other. I feel like I'm about the halfway point now. No place to get a snack, not even a fountain to get some water. So better be prepared. I feel like by the time I get to the midway point, I will be able to have lunch. It is almost 12 o'clock, and it's just been a walk to remember. I mean, check out this forest, man. It's just very surreal. I think this stretch has something magical to it. You might call it energy, vibe, whatever. But it's one of the best forests that you can walk through. And just every now and then, it opens up into amazing views of the mountains and the ocean. And as I get closer to Fisterra, then we're gonna start seeing all the rocky terrain and finally get to the lighthouse. But that's a few hours ahead of me. Let's just enjoy this moment right now. Just had lunch, guys, at the midway point. There's a little ecotourism place. Amazing views. There were families there and they could only make me a burger and a beer, which it was fine by me. Today it is Cinco de Mayo, so that beer came in handy. I remember 2 years ago on Cinco de Mayo, I was at the halfway point of the Camino Frances. Actually, the day that I found out about the Via Francigena. And now, it's in the past. I did it already, which I highly recommend it. If you want to know more about the Via Francigena, check out this recap on the link above. Now, there was a split on the road to take a detour to get to Fisterra following the beach. That would be the two Faros route. I'm gonna rejoin it or join it a little bit further down the road, because if I were to do that, I would have to climb a mountain that's right behind me right now. So I'm just gonna join it at a beach up ahead and do the last stretch into Fisterra, going up the mountains and getting those amazing views of the ocean and the lighthouse down below. Seen a lot of people going the wrong way. Nah, not really. Heading to Muxia, and yeah, I love this walk, man. It's just the whole Camino is just compressed down into one day. You got everything. You got beaches, you got mountains, you got forests, you got the little rural town with a farm life. You get everything in one. And of course, at the end of the day, you get to the end of the world. Can't beat that. Now that's what I call a beach. Oh my God, is this beautiful or what? And I have it all to myself. This is all mine. And I wish I could show it to you from the air, the majestic shots that I get with my drone. But of course, I made a newbie mistake. No, I did not crash the drone. That would have been catastrophic. But for the first time in any trip, I forgot to charge the second battery. So this is gonna make a dent in today's vlog. Instead of following the coast, going through all those rocky mountains that I'm sure the views would have been fantastic, I'm just gonna keep going down the regular path to Fisterra, where I'm gonna check in into my pension, charge both batteries, and then head to the lighthouse, because I can't get to the lighthouse without my drone. I mean, how am I gonna close this vlog, right? We need that epic shot of the lighthouse and the pullback, and wow. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna enjoy this beach and then head back in. I should be in Fisterra, I would say, in less than 2 hours. Beautiful day. I mean, what a day to end this trip. I've been through the cold, the wind, the rain, the hail. All I needed was a little bit of snow. But to end it like this on clear blue skies, almost no wind, and warm temperatures, that's just, it was just meant to be, right? So, yeah. You know, being as hard-headed as I am, I still decided to go through that route, through the hills, and it was a tough one, man, but with amazing views. I wish I could have gone all the way to the lighthouse through that route. It was very tough, but everything that's hard is worth it in the end. Got to Fisterra like at 4:30 in the afternoon, and it was already getting a little bit hot. It was like 22 degrees. And I got to the beach, a little bit dirty compared to how it was when I was here 2 years ago, but still it was an amazing sight to actually be back. I mean, I walk around this town and it feels like deja vu. I've been here before. I walked down these streets, and then I had to wait a little bit for my host to arrive. I'm staying at a private house. It's a friend of a friend. While I was waiting for her, something incredible happened. Michael, a guy that saw all my videos, and he did the whole Camino Frances from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port all the way to here. He recognized me when I walked past him. So settled into my new place, and I recharged all my batteries. I still haven't taken a shower because I'm heading to the lighthouse right now. And of course, I had to make a quick stop at the La Familia restaurant. It's a very hippie place. And I got myself a caña to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. And it was so fitting because they gave me some chips and guacamole. Right now, I'm heading to the lighthouse. It is 2.5 kilometers away, so I should be there in about half an hour or so. Well, guys, finally made it to the finish line, to the end of the world. This is it. Can't believe it is the conclusion of 54 days of walking on the Portuguese, on the Norte, and then finally on the Ingles. The walk from Muxía to Fisterra was just breathtaking today, and just getting here, and I mean, look at the weather, it's just, everything is just perfect. I'm in the perfect spot, I'm in the end of the world. I'm gonna head over to the rocks and sit and contemplate on the adventure, on the past 2 years, on the things that I've done, the victories that I had, the defeats that I had to endure. And yeah, next week is my 40th birthday, so this has just been an amazing adventure to close my 30s, you might say, and head into a new stage in my life. And now there's only one thing left to do: